Hello everyone and welcome back to The Letter. So today we're gonna continue from right where we left off, and in the previous video we've finished Isabella's chapter, and we've taken a sneak peek on the endings that we could have gotten one way or another. I think the choice that I've picked first for her is the best one, and that is to go to the office. I think that's the best choice. I'm gonna load the middle save file is that choice, the go to the office choice. And so yeah, let's just there's the thing. It's the relationship thingy. Let's take a look at the branching. No. Okay. Take a look at Isabella's branching tree. Where is it? Yes, this the choice that I've chosen to go to work, and it opened a QTE path, and the ending, and so this ending, the meet up with her ending. She isn't really dead. What's her name? Isabella is really dead in this one. She just got hit by a car, and I'm gonna guess she's in a fatal accident, or she's in a fatal state. And so yeah, but we'll continue Hannah's we're gonna continue Hannah's story, and we'll do this. Yeah, let's do this, dog. It's far too easy to get them to pay attention, enraptured. They hang on to my every word and follow my every move. All of it would have been stifling if I had not grown used to such stares. Most are respectful, some are hostile if we are honest, and a few are downright inappropriate. After all, I am. There's a moment of agitation as a familiar, but less than welcoming face approaches me with a suggestive smirk on his face. Of course, I have to give a benevolent smile and greet him as I greet any good friend. After all, this man can turn heads, being famous in his own right. Lemon party. He is more Luke's friend than mine, really, and I'm quite sure I only invited his wife. Much like I am only friends with a chief inspector because of Luke. Luke is only friends with Rochelle because of me. I like how I treated Lee. However, Luke never hid his animosity for Lee, matriarch. What? That's his last name? Or it was an odd sort of friendship where we could have awkward double dates. Okay, I'm gonna move my face cam here. Yeah. Okay. I don't even recall his first name. It started with an N, I think. I might be wrong. Aside from being chief inspector of Luxembourg Police, his wife Rochelle Lee Nivans owns a general electronic company, fridges and freezers mostly. What a creep, man. Is this suggesting? No, man. The way he eyes me up is enough to make my skin crawl. I just wish Luke is here to find out the more unseemly of our peers. You know, the men who are just a bit too friendly, staring too long at my assets, and getting close just because my husband is not here, and think they have the gall to do this at my own party, in my own house, if I might add. But like any high society woman worth her salt, I know how to handle it with grace and dignity. Oh wait, the audio is disabled. Sorry guys. You probably can't hear any of that.
The wife sends her regards and her apologies, but something came up with her doctor and she needed to attend to it. You know her being pregnant and all.
Yeah, that's how annoying his voice is. And how creepy he is. Trying to hit on someone when his wife... Why did he even attend the party? His wife is pregnant. What the heck? We make small talk. Rather, I'm forced to do so, as he would not leave my side after finding his place there. Much to my chagrin, is that chagrin? I've been extricated. What the fancy words, Hannah? Fancy. I've been extricated from the few who flock in hopes of flattering, for I can tolerate them far better than Lee. He's a nice enough person, and I adore his wife, who is obviously the brains behind it too. But there's something unsettling about him. I do not trust him as much as I want to. He regale to me tales of Luxburn Police Department, a different affair to the usual gossip I am privy to. And though I loathe to admit is interesting nonetheless. I expect the topic of business to die out quickly, which would be understandable enough due to the confidential nature of his work. Oh boy, I was wrong.
Wearing civvies, I steal and drive off with one of the police mobiles, right? In the mirror, I see the mutant chasing on foot and screaming about theft.
What's wrong with this guy? Jesus Christ.
The look on his face was priceless when I parked it in the garage.
Oh my. You made him chase you all the way home for a prank. What did Rochelle have to say about that?
You pranked your own wife? What the heck is that? What's happening there? Jesus. Rochelle has a strange love and hate affair with Lee. He is a married man who did not grow up his past early 20s, judging by the way he acts. Surprisingly enough, they've been married for a good 20 years. So he's like 40 now? A lifetime if you compare it to my marriage of 7 years with Luke. On the other hand, well, Luke is no Lee. I should be happy about that, I suppose. Although my darling did have
the wife pulled my ear and gave me a good talking to, though. Besides, we live in a flat a block away, so it wasn't much of a grand chase.
Weren't you living in a house near the countryside?
I'm gonna lower the volume.
Moved for work, you know.
It's like...
You probably don't.
It's like his voice is talking to my brain, not my ear anymore. Well, I guess talking to the ears is the same as talking to the brain. It's like he's trying to get to my head.
No, I don't. But a flat in downtown. I suppose if that's what you like.
Oh, it's horrid. Hate that tiny place, no matter how convenient it can be for work. 55 square yards are not enough when you need to get away from the wife. I wouldn't mind a place away from the city. Even started looking at the ads. I spied an interesting lot, actually. Heard it was finally put up for sale, or that something mansion. You know the one with all the ghost stories.
Oh, so this is how she heard of the mansion. Okay. I know what he's talking about. There are only a few urban legends around here.
The Ermagood mansion?
She said it. There we go. The Ermagood! Ermagood!
That's the one. Worthy of a king it is. I'd buy it myself, but Rochelle would only gripe if I brought it up to her. Not to mention all the expenses a place like that. It'll be a real fixer-upper. You also have to find someone willing to work there with how superstitious people can be.
If it becomes a problem, just hire someone to do an exorcism.
Actually, I do know of someone who could be up to the task.
Oh, so this is why they're confident that the house isn't haunted because of some exorcism.
You remember the Ludgates party at their Christchurch summer residence?
Of course. It was an excellent soiree. Everything was so classy, too. Such good taste.
Oh, that place was a pigsty until they hired out this interior designer and they turned it into a bloody palace.
Oh, and that's, what's her name? That is Marianne.
She worked for the Exodus for their apartment in Soho too, and they recommended her when we were looking up pieces for our beach house in Porto Colom. I think I have a business card right. No, I must have left it in my other jacket. Anyway, she's called, what's her name? Marianne, I believe, yes.
This assholes can't say names properly.
But truly, if anyone were to get that place in McCullough, well, they'd be the envy and the talk of the town.
Well, if you put it that way, I might just snatch it up for myself.
You're wasting your wealth.
This place was starting to feel a bit small lately anyway.
Because your husband has a small thing as well. Sure, a three-story penthouse might not fit the definition of small for some people. Okay, maybe a lot of people. But it isn't big enough to have grand parties in. As it is, I only invited about 30 people to this one, and it already feels cramped in here. It certainly would be nice if I didn't have to ride an elevator up and down several floors before I can get anywhere as well. Well, the mansion is far away from the city, right? So why would you drive a long way? It's better than having an elevator. Rather than driving all the way... Oh, God damn it. All Luke's words and not mine. Besides, I've been looking for a good anniversary gift. Luke might like this one. Where is he anyway? October 21st, Friday. Luke is dressed to the nines as... Oh, there's a new character. Luke is dressed to the nines as he usually is, and he looks ready for whatever the day will throw at him. That asshole's there, okay. His butler and valet wait at his side just in case he isn't as ready as he looks. Oh, sure, that is normal. What is confusing me is the fact that he is on his way out of the penthouse, considering we won't have anywhere to go until much later.
Where are you going?
I am to attend the Triad Autumn Tasting. I do believe I informed you of this 2 weeks ago.
He's a member of the Triad? What?
Yes.
Some illegal shit, man.
And might I remind you that I had stricken that off your schedule? Because 1, the doctor told you to stop consuming so much alcohol. And 2, I informed you a few days ago about the open house we are going to attend in its place. I've even found this marvelous interior designer, Mary Ann McCullough.
It's a 3.5-hour drive to Cardiff. I don't have time for this. This is like that little party you threw all over again. You don't inform me of it, and you expect me to stay and be a gracious host when I have business elsewhere. You know how I operate, Hannah. Unless this was penciled in, I am sticking to my schedule.
But you're just gonna taste wine, you fucking...
I may intrude. The madam is correct.
I'm sorry
Your physician did
for my
insist
wording.
you moderate your drinking, unless you wish to incur acute pancreatitis. And you did have this open house penciled in last Wednesday morning.
Bullocks, I don't remember doing so.
Yeah, because you're probably wasted.
Well, you did. While very hungover, in fact.
Yeah, you fucking cunt. He did. Moaned about me being too loud, but gave in after some pushing. Perhaps that was a bit too cruel and manipulative of me,
Whose
but...
side are you on?
Come on, Luke. You promised we'd do whatever I want this weekend.
Gordon Bennett, fine. I am giving this house tour of yours a chance. But if it proves to be a waste of time, I am going to Cardiff, and you are going to take a cab home.
What's this? Profile. Let's check her profile, Hannah. Okay, so Hannah writes Evans. Okay, so I'm guessing Evans is her maiden name? Yeah. 31. She's 31, okay. 5'7". Okay, so April 30th. Taurus, 31 years old, 5'7". Harris, finance manager, okay. British, Anglican, what is Anglican? It's a religion in England. Master in Business Administration, major in accounting. Dogs, fashion, parties and dancing, the beach, children, iconic women, charity, and math. One of the Luxburn upper classes, Hannah is used to living a life of luxury. Absent parents made her crave for attention, though something she gained from her private tutors and nannies instead. It was never enough, however. She studied hard to make her parents proud, going to business so that she could work alongside them. The challenge in her otherwise privileged life was certainly a thrill for her, at the very least. She had many suitors, dating different men and women. Okay, so she can swing both ways. Okay, but it was through work that she met Luke. It was love at first sight for her. Upon her parents' death, Luke proposed to her. That was the move that led to the merging of Riot Enterprise and Evans Incorporated, and her subsequent retirement. Their 7-year marriage is strained, but Hannah tries her best to make it work. Okay, I'm gonna guess. Here's my guess. I'm guessing Luke married her for money, or she married Luke for. Nah, it was love. It was love at first sight for her. So she didn't marry Luke for money. Maybe it was Luke who married her for money, but that's just only my guess. Oh man, god damn.
Are we clear?
It's just a bit of a husband and wife tit for tat. Wife tit. Isn't it? All couples have their arguments. Once the harmony phase is over, they seem to call it, reality sets in that you and your partner might not always see eye to eye. Perhaps it has been the years. 7 of them is letting you scoff
I just
at.
cannot bloody believe I agreed to this. I was really looking forward to the triad tasting.
Though sometimes I think it's something a bit more than just simple disagreements, and I have to stop myself from wondering where we went wrong.
There's always the Triad Christmas tasting in Manchester next month, and that'll only be an hour-and-a-half drive.
Manchester. Have I been neglectful? Have I offended? Have I acted shamefully?
Yes, but Cardiff...
Surely, any problem can be discussed, as long as he doesn't turn me away.
Well, there goes my good mood. Are you happy now, Hana?
What a bitch! Why must he treat me this way? Okay. Alright, this one.
Yes,
Defend myself. I'm a strong...
I am very happy, Luke. Because for once in a very long time, we are doing what I want.
Yeah, I'm a strong, independent woman. Huh, you little bitch. It goes a little bit, yeah. Okay.
I'm ecstatic. Understood. And this would be perfect if you stop acting like a child who needs their nappy changed.
Okay, so if I remain silent...
So, when do we leave? Where are we even going?
Okay, so if I remain silent, it decreases, so... my first choice was the best one, so I'm gonna load that one. Yeah.
We will be leaving after lunch for the Ermengarde mansion. You are going to park your rear in the car and keep mum. And you are going to behave during the tour.
It's like managing a child. Needless to say, Luke looks a bit shocked at my little outburst. He opened and closed his mouth a few times and struggled to reply, before he crossed his arms to look like, well, a moping child.
Any more rules for this little excursion of yours, Your Highness?
No wine.
No wine? Unacceptable! I am already not allowed to the tasting, and you would deprive me of that simple pleasure?
Yeah, get blue balls, bitch.
If I see you take one sip today, I will put the stocks under lock and key. Do you understand me?
Don't forget the bottles he keeps in his dresser.
My man, Johan!
Whose side are you on?
How many times in one day can you ask that?
As many times as I need you, traitor!
Uragirimono. Okay. The ride to the mansion is quiet, with Luke having stared out a window the entire way, not paying attention to anything around him. Meanwhile, I'm conflicted. I don't know if I should apologize for cheating his plans like that. But by the time we arrive at the mansion, I see his eyes light up with genuine interest. Apologizing is the best thing on my mind. Okay. The whole affair with the Ermengarde mansion is certainly an exciting, interesting experience. The place has been renovated and restored by the owners to what they claim to be acceptable standards. The mansion itself looks like something befitting a fairy tale or a period piece. It is tastefully decorated with a little bit of love and attention. I'm sure it can be a place Luke and I can call home. The number of other prospective buyers that have come from powerful and wealthy of Luxborn certainly did not disappoint, marking this estate as prime property. The Lees are amongst the group who went with the Rose women, and I saw a few other notable faces. Okay, so there's the open house one. Okay, so Is this before or after they saw the letter? They were like mingling. Unfortunately for every one of them, the Wrights are interested in buying. What's been bugging my mind is that Isabel. It's Isabella. What's her problem? I still don't quite understand what is happening. One more she is scrambling to give us the paperwork to finalize the sale, and then she's fighting over some sort of prank letter or another.
Is Isabel all right?
It is apparent with the way she shakes and by the pallor.
Pallor.
Okay, I get it. With the pallor of her skin, something has really shaken her up.
Do you need me to call that ambulance?
I am worried, but it will be best if she is attended to by someone more familiar to her, like her partner. But even then, poor Rose. But even then, the girl refuses Rose's offered drink, and looks just about ready to make a run for it.
I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Excuse me. I'll be back. I just need to catch my breath.
Yeah, this is the first time that we're seeing Isabella. Her name is Isabella, right? Yeah, not Isabel. God damn. This is the first time that we're seeing her in a third person perspective. And she does so, just as I predicted, and her partner follows her like a concerned mother. So where are we now on the branch tree? Oh, it's still far away, huh? Oh, great. There's an awkward air among us as we are left in the wake of whatever that was. The others murmur and gossip with each other, speaking of the poor daft girl and telling the tale to whoever was not audience to the act in the first place. It doesn't take long for the woman Rose to return and pull us aside into the study for what I rightfully assume is damage control. Rose invites Marianne in too, hoping to apologize to her as well, but the woman refuses, saying she's not one of her clients anyway. That leaves myself, Rose, and Luke, the last all too eager to make himself comfortable in a study. No doubt he already claimed as his own.
I can't apologize enough about what just happened. Please forgive Isabella. She's been under a lot of pressure lately. She's young, and all those rumors about this being haunted just got to her head. And it must be this terrible heat, too. Not a drop of rain for days now.
Damage control.
Are you sure it is wise to just let her go like that? Where is the poor dear? She might get hurt.
She's more likely to hurt somebody else, given what just happened.
I told her to sit down and take a
Yeah,
break.
Luke is my...
Already rang someone to pick her up, too.
Luke is my least favorite character.
That might be for the best, dear. But please, we're here to talk about the mansion, yes?
Yes.
Why, I absolutely adore it. Don't you, Luke? Some of the rooms will certainly have to be repurposed. We want to change the appliances and have Marianne lead on the decor, but the whole thing is just lovely.
I guess. It's certainly a lot roomier than our penthouse.
Exactly. Lots of space for guests, parties, a lot of room for little ones to run around too.
Panties.
Let's not discuss that right now, Buttercup. Anyway, I do think it would be a shame to let this mansion slip past us.
Yeah, there's age-old wine in there. Come on, man. I know you're trying to catch the bait,
But
man.
you haven't even finished touring the house.
Well, we like what we've seen.
I am making her job easier for her, am I not? Oh, shit. No need for loans or long price negotiations. We can just sign a contract and close the deal. Really, you'd think the woman will be more happy about an easy sale. I know how these estate agents work, how long they had to wait, and how much they had to spend even just for a single sale. Why, she should be jumping for joy by now. I'm sure the commission on this mansion is nothing to sneeze at, even if she has to split it with Isabel girl.
Do you think we could have horses here?
We're still talking about the sale, not the horses. Talk about the horses to Marianne.
Yes, those do sound nice, love. Anyway, if anyone else is interested in buying this property, I assure you that I'm able and willing to give a better offer.
Wait, is that option, Okay. I thought the skip option is It can skip unread text.
A vineyard would be nice. Or maybe
Don't talk about that to Rose or your wife. Well, your wife probably, but not to Rose. She's only a real estate agent. Talk about that to Marianne.
And we do reward our people quite generously, Rose.
Our people.
So, if I were you, I would start on that paperwork.
helicopter pad.
I pause. And there's a small moment of complete silence where Rose and I just stare incredulous. What the fuck? Stop using difficult words. Incredulous.
Incredulous.
Okay. Incredulously, I look. Is there a spoken understanding, a rule between the two of us that we have to put on and act? Without a social standing where image matters, it is also important to avoid making enemies, and to follow that rule is an easy feat for me. From youth, I have been well-trained social butterfly, gracious and graceful. Luke, on the other hand...
Luke? No. What? Whatever would we need a helipad for?
Well, you gotta buy a helicopter. Well, he likes to play the fool sometimes, even if it is anything but. As he throws me a wry smile, I shake my head with a beckon Rose over. This to be our home, and there's nothing she or anyone else can do to change my mind. It is a place that speaks of power and importance, and at the same time of safety and comfort. Perhaps we can even have our family here. There's definitely no better gift than this for our special date. Why, everything here is absolutely wonderful. Well, except this ugly painting in the study. What? Where did it came from? What the fuck? Man, I'm doing this for the thumbnail. Sorry, guys. It looks like a bad fake of an Edward Munch.
Here's the deal.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
willing
okay.
to pay
I know
10% higher than your listing price. If anyone tries to outbid us, just add another 5%. I doubt anyone can, of course. Or, you know what? Just add 15% to the listing price, and we can sign all the paperwork now.
I guess, if that's what you want. That won't be any trouble. I don't have all the papers now. Didn't think this would be a quick sell. I'll have copies sent to you so you can look over them. And if you'd still like to finish the rest of the tour with Isabella's group, you're more than welcome to.
I'm guessing she doesn't want to.
No, I think we're good here.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate a private tour of the place a lot more, I think.
All right. Should I let Marianne in, then?
Marianne? Oh, right. She's been waiting outside the study this whole time, hasn't she? I'll need to have a little chat with her to move this little mansion project forward.
Please do.
There's a look of apprehension when the other woman enters the study. Yet, like a professional, I see the moment she steels herself and masks her worry. Admirable.
We have this project, then?
Of course. Will you be needing anything from us?
Having the floor plans would be a great start, just so that I can look at them beforehand.
And yes, she's Irish, I checked.
And if you could tell me when you're available for a meeting so that I can include it in my calendar?
Oh, is a meeting really all that necessary, Marianne? I guess we can send Johans to help you out.
Is that Johan? It's Johans.
You two can start by getting rid of this ugly painting.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy, man. A hush falls upon the room at my
What
request.
painting?
Oh, that's creepy, dog! What the heck happened? And lo and behold, the painting is gone. In its place, a mirror stands, which leaves me to look at my own confused expression.
Odd. Well, no matter.
That's obviously a paranormal thing happening, and you're just, oh, well, odd. No matter.
Back to the topic at hand. Marianne, dear, we are simply far too busy to meet up.
Or perhaps maybe I should... I am gonna save here. Through my schedule.
I guess we can free up a day to meet with you.
Okay, then, this is my first choice, and I'm gonna take a look at the second one to see if it's... Okay, so it decreases, so... It is more... My first choice is the most probable and the good one.
But
Free up my
I
schedule.
guess we can free up a day to meet with you.
Yeah, freed up the schedule.
I don't really need another maudlin Monday reading about Maury anyway. The book club can function without me for one day. What time shall we be seeing each other? How does lunch sound?
Besides, my house has a higher priority over the book club. Why, we can hold the next meeting in this place. Surely the beauty and grandeur of it will all inspire spirited and lively debates about whether modern-day writers could match up to the classics. I might as well clear up the rest of my week to handle whatever affairs buying this mansion requires of me. Any social activity can be put off until the Ermengarde, or rather the Wrights mansion's great debut. I'll have my fill of great parties and gatherings, especially when I organize them myself.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's gravy, gumdrop gracious.
Although, with a project of this scope, we might need most of the day to tackle your concerns.
So more meetings.
A more thorough inspection of the place is also preferable.
Breakfast then! It's a date.
Okay.
It's really not.
Oh, okay. She's just blushing. So.
It's really not.
So she's open to the ideas. Okay, so I'm guessing she swings both
All
ways
right.
too.
Monday. 10 o'clock sharp. We'll see you then.
Actually, Marianne suggested that we meet at 9. But who is even awake at that unholy hour? I was lucky enough to wake up this morning before Luke went all the way to Cardiff. We say our goodbyes, shake hands, and make it clear whatever outright saying it that we now own this house. By the time we left the mansion grounds, sunset is almost upon us.
So, you really want to buy this place then? That's a bit of a big impulse buy, even coming from you.
Also, I'm guessing she graduated from business administration or something, business management. So she have that she has got that good mindset of spending money.
Not that I'm complaining.
I feel elation when I hear those words from him. It's not every day one is able to please someone like Luke. He gives away false flattery to sway those who starve for his attention and approval. But in the privacy of closed doors, he would often express his grievances. He neither censored himself in front of me, nor spared me from his criticism.
You have been saying the penthouse was getting a bit too small for you. Happy anniversary!
Oh. That time of the year already?
What a douchebag! What an asshole! Yeah, he doesn't really care about Hannah, right? Yeah, he doesn't really care about Hannah. So, yeah, she really married her for money. He forgot about it last year, too. I understand that he's a busy man.
Is that why you want to buy it?
Yes, you don't like it?
I do, but I remember you used to talk about how you wanted to live next to the beach.
Botany Bay, Kent. I remember the sea water that stretched for miles and miles as far as the eyes can see. As a kid, I loved our beach trips, swimming all day as much as I could. I was a well-behaved child, and the only time I was ever truly difficult when I refused to get out of the waters, even when my fingers had gone all wrinkly. And even when they managed to pull me out of the water, there's always sandcastles. The day before we married, I told Luke that I wanted a house on a beach and a dog, and a kid or two. None of these came true 7 years later.
That was a childish dream. Living next to the beach is so impractical if you really think about it.
I don't know. It's not a bad thought to see you in a bathing suit every day.
Maybe another time, love. We still have forever, don't we?
I don't think your marriage will last. He says nothing, only grabbing my hand and holding it tight as he spent the rest of the ride home in silence. I miss the sea. So she still missed the sea, and it's not really a childish dreams. Sick and hovering over the loo at 3 in the morning, the picture I paint right now is hardly glamorous. A horribly fishy taste left in my mouth as I throw up what I had for dinner, and I hate the acrid. Is it acrid? Yeah, acrid stench that fills the lavatory. The burning sensation in the back of my throat is no help whatsoever. I think the branching tree on where we are now. Yeah, we still have a long way. I can feel another wave of nausea coming up on me when the door opens.
Hannah, what are you doing so early out of bed?
I'm fine, love. I must have just eaten something bad.
That's all I managed to say before vomiting again into the porcelain throne.
Just
Lovely.
go back to bed, Luke. I'm going to clean up here.
I refuse to look at him, and I don't want him to see me like this. Last time I've had a horrible morning retching into a toilet was during my college years, being the life of the party. Is she pregnant? Thoughtless and shameless, I had thrown away months of frivolous merriment and painless hookups. I didn't even retain any of the connections I had made from that time. Sure, they still know of me and I still know of them, and we still do business from time to time. But I've lost touch with everyone who I didn't see on a daily basis. Hardly have any of the friends I had when I was still Hannah Evans, teachers, fellow university students, drinking buddies, and old conquests like Jack.
No, don't touch me, sweetie. It's disgusting.
Wait. There we go.
I'm disgusting.
Luke sits down next to me on the toilet floor, told my hair, even as I cough up more fish. He wipes the vomit from the corner of my mouth and just stares.
Do I need to fire someone? I don't feel sick.
Just feeling a bit under the weather, dear. It's been unbearably hot as of late, hasn't it? I do wish it would rain.
Are you sure it wasn't those sweets? I told you not to eat those sweets.
Maybe. Well, don't laugh.
Well, he isn't that bad of a person, I think.
Well, I can't help if you make that sort of face.
He starts chuckling, and soon enough, he's in a fit of laughter. This scene happening next to a loo filled with sick just makes the whole thing bizarre, and it nearly makes me start giggling as well. I try to stifle it as I smack him on the shoulder.
I'm not making a face, Luke. Stop laughing. Shut up.
When he would not stop laughing, I let myself go as laughter bubbles from my own throat, and I forget whatever ill feelings plagued me. We were just husband and wife laughing together at a funny face, the little things in life. I let myself go because I know that these moments will not last forever. But I just know that the terrible things that are to come for us, I would have wished everything I have then and there, that the laughter stayed. October 26th, Wednesday.
Up, higher, come on now.
Okay. Got a new thing. Oh wait, what? Oh, so we're mixing up with Isabella's yeah, we're mixing it with Isabella's diary. Yeah. Ooh. The place is bustling with movers carrying furnishings and here and there, along with several trunks of personal belongings taken from our penthouse. Okay. Luke watches them like a hawk, making sure nothing is handled carelessly or gets stolen.
Careful now. I know your pictures are framed by cheap plastic, but those are framed by African blackwood and are one-of-a-kind commissioned paintings.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna pause here, and I think I'm gonna end this episode here. So yeah, did you guys liked this episode? And yes, it's a lot longer than the usual. Well, it's the usual. It's the usual time. What I meant was length of video. And so yeah, that's the first video. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, so yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to click the bell if you want to be notified when I upload a video, so that you won't miss anything. And so yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Ooh,